Hello everyone, this is Ashish Sani from Innovate Yourself. Welcome back to my channel. In today's session, as you can see on my screen, I have already shown you some of the icons like the Docker and the Rasa chatbot. So from here, I hope you have already got the idea like what exactly we're going to do today, right? Alright, so in today's session, what we will do is we will just create a very first application, and that application will be created onto your Docker container. This time we are not going to make that application onto your local system. Instead of doing that part, we will be just running everything inside that container. We will be creating a project, we will be running that project. Everything will be done based on your Docker container, which we have already installed in the previous session. So before starting, I am assuming that you all have the Docker already installed onto your system as per the operating system whichever you are using, whether the Mac, whether Windows, whether Linux or anything. So whichever you are using, I hope you have already installed the Docker onto your system. So that means we can move ahead and we can see how we can do it, right? So let's get started and let's see how you can build your very first chatbot into the Docker container, right? So let's get started. Alright, so this is my working directory where I want to make my project, right? So for that, let's do one thing. Let's create a directory and just give it a name. So let's say I'm giving it a name as Rasa Docker test. Just open it, and in here for the same location, just open your terminal, right? If you are using the Linux system, then open the terminal. If you are using the Windows system, then open the command prompt. So just open whatever you are having in here for the same directory where you have created this project, right? So this is what I'm going to do right now, right? So in here, as you can see, and as you may have already seen in the previous sessions for the Rasa chatbot, whenever you are going to run any command related to the Rasa chatbot, at that time what you have to do is you just have to activate the environment first. Once the environment is activated, then you can run any of the command, because into that environment you will be having all the packages already installed into there, right? But this time you can see I don't have any environment activated here. I'm directly running it in the local system, right? But this time I will be running it with the help of Docker. So firstly, let's check the Docker version before initializing, right? So you can see when I have written Docker version, so it is showing me some output, right? So let's move ahead then. So when your first command is running and now you don't want to activate the environment, this time what I will do is I will first run a very basic command to initialize my project, right? And why I have created this directory, because when I'm going to run this command, which I will be executing right now, you will be having all the packages. All the packages will be stored onto your current directory like this one, and also onto the Docker container. So I will also show you that how you can access the Docker container, right? That's not a problem, I will tell you later on. But right now let's just focus on this part, right? So whenever I am going to run this command, it will show you all the files like the action.py script and the domain file, the configuration file, the endpoint file, or whatever files which you have for the Rasa chatbot. Everything will be displayed to you on the current directory where you are working right now, right? So this is what I'm going to do. So for that, let's just write the very first command, and that first command will be for initializing your project, right? So the command is Docker run, and to provide the permissions we have to write the user 1000, right? So it's better that you will write it, otherwise sometime what happens is it will start executing the code, it will start initializing the project, but at the end it will tell you that permission denied just because of this permission problems, right? So it's better you do it like this. So you just write it in this way, and just after that just write -v. Now you must be thinking like, what is this -v? So let me just show you that first. So let's say run -help. So in the help section you will see -v means volume list, volume driver string, volume from list, right? So based on that, this is what I'm going to write now, right? So this is the meaning of it. Now let's move ahead and let's just run the Docker run command, right? Just type it 1000 and -v, and in here you have to pass, or let's say you have to, let's say, bind your current directory to the directory inside the container. So this is what I'm going to do right now. So for that, I have to write this command dollar within brackets pwd, which means like present working directory, right? So whatever is the current working directory, it will pick the current directory path and it will link it to your directory inside the container. So this slash app means this is a directory inside your container where you are going to store all your packages whichever you want to work on, right? Or let's say your complete Rasa project will be shifted onto the app directory inside a Docker container, right? So you cannot check this app directory onto your local system. If you will try to find it, you will not find it actually, because everything is inside the Docker container and you cannot access it from outside the computer, right? So this I have already explained, like Docker is going to work as a complete separate OS which don't have any dependencies with your current operating system, whether you're using Linux, whether you're using Windows or Mac. It does not have to do anything with that, right? So this is why I'm just writing it up, right? So right now I have just linked that part, and after that now we have to set the image based on which it is going to let's say connect your Rasa chatbot, right? Or let's say based on which it is going to initialize the basic project. So as I said that I'm going to initialize the very basic project, right? So that's why I'm going to run it. So for that, right now I have to write an image name, right? And that image name is Rasa/Rasa, or let's say you can also call it as repository name, right? So this is Rasa/Rasa, and after that you have to write the tag name for it. So I am going to use 1.10.7 hyphen full, so that it will pick up all the dependencies and everything, and also this is the stable version, right? So that's why we are going to use it. But if in case you want to use the latest version, so instead of writing this full, just replace it with latest. So it will just pick the latest version of it, and accordingly you can start working on your Rasa project, right? So this is how it is going to work, right? And after that, up to this point I am done with the very basic thing, right? And after that what I have to do is I have to just write init, after that no hyphen prompt, right? So here when you will look very carefully, right, so you will find that you can treat this complete code, not this complete code, only this code, docker run hyphen user 1000 hyphen v, this path and this repository and tag name. So you can consider that this is working as Rasa. So before, when you are working like that, there what you were doing, you were simply writing Rasa space init space hyphen no prompt. So here what is happening is this complete is working as a single Rasa, and after that you're just writing your rest of the command init space no hyphen prompt, right? So this is what you're writing in here, right? So due to this, what will happen is you will be able to start initializing your project. Your Docker will create a very initial project for you. So firstly what will happen is it will just find that whether this repository and tag is onto your Docker images or not. If it is already there, then it will directly use it. Otherwise it will just check the Docker hub, and based on that it will just pull it, and then it will run your command, right? So this is what we are doing right now. But right now in my case I already have this part, so it will definitely not download it, right? So it will directly pick it. And why I am not using the latest version, so the reason is because it is going to consume lot more time, right? Because it will almost, let's say, download around 800 to 900 MB of data. So maybe it is going to take some time as per the internet speed, right? So that's why I'm not going for it. So based on this you will get it. Now just press enter, and what will happen, it will start checking that whether this Docker image is present onto your Docker or not. If it is there, then it will directly start working. Otherwise it will first download it and then it will move ahead, right? So this is how it is going to work. And also one more thing, if in case you are going to run this part, and after running this part it is not able to find the image, and it is also not able to download the image automatically, then what you do, one thing is before this hyphen v, just put another tag, and that is like hyphen it. So what will happen is if it will not find it, it will automatically download it from the Docker hub. So based on that, just do it like this, right? Alright, so you can see your Rasa model is trained and saved at this slash app model means this time this is storing this onto your container directory, not onto your local directory. Also it will store it on the local directory, but it will also download or copy it onto the container directory that I will show you how you can find it, right? So right now here you can see this is the directory which I just created, right? So in this, now you have all these packages, all these files and directories, right? Now let's move ahead. So when you have the very basic model with you, now what you can do further is you can test your model, or let's say you can just check that whether your bot is working fine or not, because this time I haven't used the Rasa train, Rasa shell or anything directory. Instead I have just used a Docker, and based on that I have just run this command, right? So I have already shown you that part here, right? So this is how what I have done. Now it's time to just check it. So for checking this part, what you will do is just write the above command. Most of the things will be same. The only difference is that you have to just change this last line, like in here, instead of writing that init that part, just type shell. So what will happen is this will use the complete thing, and based on that it will just run your Rasa shell, right? And as I already said, if in case you don't have this image onto your Docker container, then simply write -it as well, so that it will automatically download it from the Docker hub if in case it is not available onto your Docker images, right? So this is how we are going to do it. Now let's run it and let's talk to the bot. So here you can also see, right, we don't have any environment activated, but still it is making it more clear that how you can talk to the bot without activating the environment, because this time everything is going to be run based on the Docker container. So you are using Docker container and then you're working on the projects, right? So this is all about that. And now in here you can see your Rasa shell is running. You can talk to the bot. Let's say hi. So your bot is saying, hey, how are you? This time everything is working based on this project which we created using the Docker, right? So this is what I'm doing. So let's say sad. So it is saying here is something to cheer you up. So it is showing you that image again, right? So this image we have already seen in one of the previous sessions as well, but don't worry, let me just open it again, right? So can you see, this is the image which I am opening from this link, right? So based on this link you can see the tiger over here, right? All right, so it is saying that help you. Let's say yes, great, carry on, right? So let's say bye. So it will say bye. Now let's stop it. So you can directly stop it like simply typing /stop. So in this way what you have done is you have just run your Rasa shell, or let's say you have just talked to the bot with respect to the Docker container that you just created. Now everything is inside the app directory inside the Docker container, right? And also you are having the same thing onto the current directory as well. So in this way what we are doing is we are just running everything based on Docker. You don't have to create any separate environment, you don't have to create any directory or anything. Wherever you want to use, just use it. Everything will be onto your Docker container. So this is all that you can do in here, and this is how you can directly build a very good project with respect to the Docker container, right? So this is also definitely going to help you a lot in other projects as well, right? So I hope everything is clear to you up to this point, and in the next session I will definitely show you that how you can further execute, or let's say you can further customize your bot based on the requirement and everything. And also I will show you how you can train the model, because every time you don't want to make your bot train like this, right? Because what this is doing is this is just initializing the project. Initializing means everything will be starting from the initial step, right? So that we definitely don't want, right? So this is all about this session, and I hope everything is clear to you. But still, if you are facing any difficulties in this topic, then you can definitely ping me up, right? So you can leave a comment below. And also, if you have liked this video, then do click on the like button, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, then don't wait, just click on the subscribe button. And also you can press the bell icon if you don't want to miss any updates from my channel, because I keep on posting very advanced technologies related to the industrial standards, right? So you can definitely subscribe to my channel, right? So till then, bye bye and happy learning.